Hey everyone, welcome back to the Teenage Christianity Podcast. I'm Jace Carpenter, and I'm so glad that you're here with me today for episode 12. Look out your window, look at your calendar, or just look at your endless to do list. Change is always brewing. Whether you're standing on the edge of a brand new school year, staring down an incredibly busy month, or honestly just trying to mentally brace yourself for a chaotic Monday morning, we are constantly transitioning into new seasons. Here's the big idea I want to unpack today. How you prepare mentally and spiritually right now determines exactly how you will handle it when the chaos actually hits. Too often, we slide into a new season entirely on autopilot. We buy out the new planners, we organize our desks, we pack the bags, we do all the physical prep. But our inner life, our spiritual foundation, is completely unprotected until we find ourselves 3 weeks deep feeling totally overwhelmed. Today, we're going to pause and do some internal inventory. We've got 3 big shifts to talk about, rooted in timeless biblical wisdom to get your mindset right before the season starts. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about building the distraction filter. Think about your mind like a clean room at the start of a new week. It's quiet, it's organized, but the second you pick up your phone, it's like leaving the front door wide open during a dust storm. All the daily noise just comes rushing in: social media, drama, constant notifications, minor stresses, and other people's emergencies. This functions as a massive fog that prevents you from focusing on what actually matters. And spiritually, that noise is dangerous because it drowns out the only voice that can actually give you peace. I like the story of the prophet Elijah in 1 Kings 19. He was overwhelmed, terrified, and looking for a word from God. The text says a great and powerful wind tore the mountains apart, but the Lord was not in the wind. And after the wind there was an earthquake, but the Lord was not in the earthquake. And after the earthquake came a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire came a gentle whisper. God wasn't in the loud, chaotic, attention-grabbing things. He was in the whispering. If your life is filled with the fire and earthquakes, constant notifications, and digital drama, you will completely miss the whispering. Spiritual readiness requires a filter. It means consciously deciding what gets to cross the threshold of your mind so you can actually hear Him guide you into this new season. Ask yourself right now, what is the specific noise that's drowning out the whisper for me? Our second shift today is navigating the tension between expectation and reality. When a new season approaches, we love to script exactly how it's going to go. We create this idealized movie in our head. I'm going to wake up early every day. My schedule will flow perfectly. I'm never going to get stressed. But when people get hyper-focused on how experience should go, we often become blind to how things are actually unfolding. Real life doesn't follow our scripts. The professor changes the syllabus, the project gets delayed, or you just have a bad day. And when reality deviates from our perfect plan, we tend to panic and get resentful. Scripture gives us a beautiful framework for this in Proverbs 16:9. It says, "In their hearts humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps." There's nothing wrong with planning your course. The Bible expects us to do that. But spiritual maturity means giving God the final pen. True readiness means holding your expectations with an open hand and telling yourself, "Here's my plan, but I'm entirely willing to walk the steps the Lord actually establishes for me today, even if they look like a detour." When you drop the rigid expectations and trust His steps, you stop fighting reality and you start finding God in reality. That brings us to our third point: setting your intention. Before you take a single step into this next phase, you need to ask yourself one incredibly honest question: why am I entering the season? Because if we aren't careful, our default mode just becomes pure survival. We tell ourselves, "I just need to get through this month, I just need to survive until the weekend." But if your only goal is survival, you're wishing your life away. Survival mode keeps your eyes locked in on the floor, not just trying not to trip. God has a completely different design for your mind. In Romans 12:2, Paul writes, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." The pattern of this world is survival mode. It's burnout, anxiety, and grinding through the week. But a renewed mind looks at heavy season and asks a deeper question. Instead of, how do I just get through this? A renewed mind asks, how can I grow through this? And what character trait is God trying to build in me right now? When you shift from surviving to growing, the entire game changes. A difficult situation becomes an opportunity to practice radical grace. A heavy workload becomes a crucible for building discipline. You stop being a victim of your schedule and start letting God use the schedule to transform you. All right. As we start to wind down today's episode, let's ground this in real life. Here's your action step. Identify one specific distraction that you can cut out over the next 7 days to clear some mental space. It doesn't have to be a permanent lifestyle change, just 1 week experiment. Maybe it's deleting that one social media app that always leaves you feeling anxious. Maybe it's turning off notifications after 7 p.m. so your brain can actually rest. Find that one thing, cut it out, guard that space, and use it to quiet your mind. Read the word and listen for that gentle whisper. The next season is coming whether you're ready or not. How you experience it depends entirely on the spiritual foundation you choose to build today. Thank you so much for listening. If this episode has helped you clear a little bit of the fog, consider sharing it with a friend who might be staring down a busy season of their own. You can always email me at djc@gmail.com or comment down below. I hope you have an incredible week. I hope you keep your focus where it matters, and I'll catch you right back here for episode 13. Goodbye.